I'm sorry, nothing that I just said came out on film. Let's start over here. We've got a new coat of arms, and we've got new time trials, and we've got the new little event that's boring as hell to get us our coat of arms. We're going to look at my coat of arms here, where I am sitting there at the rare darks, except for one. And I need that last rare dark for the Time Lord. That's how steep the curve is on this. To hit the first box, it's got to be all rare darks. So I personally am probably 10,000 away. Not quite that far, about 8,000. So not a steep curve for me. One of the reasons is I do smugglers. Okay, so I get that 1,000 there dropped every day, and then I get another 1,600, so I get 2,600 a day. And over the course of the month, it adds up, and it helps keep me to where I get that gold. So 6 days in this time trial, and of course they throw a path of fortune on there to try and get us buying stuff, and just probably not going to do it this time. What's been coming back from me from all directions and all areas, way too many events. The events are such a good deal that they stretched deep down into the pocket to where everybody felt the pain that they were trying to avoid when they were going after the good deal the first time. So they saw where they got extra spending, and they said, well, hell, let's do that again. It's just relentless casino thinking. It's just get everything out of their pocket, and it's pump and surge thinking. So when you're sitting there going, well, what happened to our traffic? What are we going to do to make it go better this time? We got a lower price. It's in the business world, you get people who come into your realm of your business. You've been in business for 20 years. You've got established pricing, and a guy opens up a shop down the street selling the same thing you're selling. You want to know what the guaranteed strategy of that new business owner is? I'm going to sell it cheaper, and then I'm going to run that guy out of business, and then I'm going to be the only guy in business. It never works. We call it the race to the bottom. I'll tell you a dirty little secret about my personal businesses, guys. I'm the highest price in town. Been that way for 20 years. You know why? Because I'm good at what I do. And I don't feel the need to work for less money. And I'm just as happy to send them down the street to my competitors. Want to know why that is? They're my best advertisement ever when they have somebody work on their stuff. I get my customers right back. So be good at what you do, and people will pay for the value that you bring to the table. And Guns of Glory and the Fun Plus people over there need to realize that. It's okay to ask if it's worth it. If they're willing to pay it, then it was worth it. If they're not willing to pay it, then you need to fix what's wrong, not race to the bottom. Okay? So, off my soapbox on that one. Let's look at these. I'm certain that we've got in our store here. I hadn't even looked, to be honest. Coat of arms. Okay, so we're going to get new scripts, of course. The Frostfighter coat of arms design. 11 of them for $19. We're going to need 400 of those. And, of course, they give you that oddball number so that you have to buy more than you need. We're not on to that one yet, guys, are we? Yeah. So we're going to have an event that's going to drop these scripts. And I highly recommend everybody wait for that event, whatever that's going to be. I'm just kind of curious why my calculator is not coming up so I can show you on screen. There we go. So if we bought 9 of these, right, that's going to get us 99 times 19.99. 180 bucks won't get you one. So it's probably going to be a cheap upgrade, just like the gyms were, where it's a low cost to get into it. And I'll get into that when I get to that stage. Probably be 2-3 weeks before I get there. I'm not blowing money on this. These are top end stats or show stats. They don't matter. If I was spending money, if you're spending money to grow your account, you should be spending it in the Library of War right now. Okay? So this is stupid money. So don't fall down the rabbit hole. Buy more library stuff. You know, that's where the damage is. Put it where the damage and the damage reductions are in the war talents. That will effectively increase the power of your account. So don't go chasing this rabbit, guys. But we're 180 per, so that's times 4. We can assume we're going to get 1 or 2s of these things somewhere. So 800 bucks will unlock. And we do know this scales. So that's the thing to look out for, is like, this is a one-time package. In my 49 package, I probably wouldn't get as good a deal, so I'm going to be down some. So there's going to be some float on the other end. It's going to be right at about $1,000 if you did it today. It always is. And this is in repercussion to the Red Guard camp hack, guys. You knew there was going to be blowback on this. It unbalanced the game. Everybody got all those light gems for free. And these people don't believe in free. Their digital inventory is their business. It is how they pay it's how they keep the company alive. So there's blowback to that stuff. Those people that got it free, yeah, we got C16s out there in light gems now. Woohoo! And there's blowback to that. So that's going to be the people who didn't get them, that are trying to play, that wind up hitting a farm sometime during a KE and say, oh, I can't win this game. Screw this game. I quit. And then we got fewer players to play with. There's a domino effect to this that is not good. Them trying to recover their cost loss is tunnel vision to the community loss that's going to happen out there. So I need you guys to pay attention to the community loss, or you're going to get hurt by that bug. Okay? So pay attention to what's going on in your communities and help people ride that out. All right? That's what needs to happen. You need to help ride them out. So we've got the, what's it called? Coat of Arms Trials. And I got all the way up to stopped on the very last one. So, which is my last little cavalry that you saw that I didn't have. And then holy crap, you know, they expect me to have all the new ones to get to the end of stage 2. So it'd be $200 for me to jump into that stage 3, is what it's going to come down to. And like I said, I've got to get at least that rare, all rares, to get to that bottom stage book. So to tell you what you need to do, you need to be rare coat of arms to get to that Time Lord stage 1, which is probably what, 40 gold, 10,000 gold. It ain't even good gold. Yeah, there's blowback on that freaking stuff, man. We're seeing it. We knew it, and I told you, I think in the previous video, it's going to happen. Guys, I told them, said this is bad. They're gonna squeeze every little area they can squeeze in order to recoup that loss. So we're gonna see it, and this isn't rebalancing the game. This is rebalancing the checkbook. Okay, so just Ride it out. I understand this sucks, but we're all on the same suck train, guys. I personally needed gold myself. You see right up there, I got 1,400 gold in my account. That's it. I don't even think I got a little bit of spare back here for emergencies. Nothing. So that's going to affect our 𝗙VKs. That's going to affect our UACs. It's going to affect, which is going to affect our loot drop. Like I said, this is domino. This has a ripple effect on this thing. It was all fun and games when everybody was getting free light gems, but now we're going to pay for them one way or another, and so we're going to pay for them by having to dig in harder and work harder if we're going to stay on that low cost platform that we like to run here at Rogers Raiders. We're not here. We like to keep you down to $40 a week, and this ain't gonna do it because it's gonna be $200 to make that next jump. I am not spending $200 to get 10,000 gold. You understand? That's what they just asked me to do. If I go out and spend $200 today, I've got enough material to get all those troop stat ones unlocked, and then I get my 10,000 free gold. Who gives a shit? All right. Sorry about the language. So, this is where we are. It is what we are. So, we're in the same boat. Spend your $200. Get your 10,000 gold if you want to. I don't recommend it. I would still tell you that if I was going to spend $200, I'd be spending over here in the Library of War. All right. So stick to that strat plan. If you're following my advice. If you're all about showing off, go get those new frosty coat of arms. And of course, there's always those guys out there that'll get them on day one. But it's $800 to open them up, plus whatever CO8 materials to build them up. The first level will probably be just whatever's laying in your bag will work, but then it'll get into the stupid numbers. You'll probably be looking at $200 per level after that. And I'm talking about $200 per COA for a while. So we'll see. Let the price drop on it. They need to get over they made a mistake. They opened it up. What they should have done is just turn around and gave the entire game light gems and rebalanced the game and sucked up the loss. Honestly, that's what they should have done. Just to put the game back in balance. So they didn't choose that choice. So we're here where we are, and this is going to be a rough 3 months as they rebalance stuff. So this is Don at Rogers Raiders. Down in the bottom right-hand corner is the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed already, you should. We have been doing live boot camps. I did our first one. It was 6 hours long. My gosh, folks. We can say that the GOG execs actually did watch, and we know that for certain. We had communications with them over the hours in the wee middles of my night, which is their day, in China. So, good job, guys, with the questions. Good job pointing out the stuff. It did not go unnoticed. Everybody appreciates the time. We, on a live event, we expect 15 people to show up. YouTube is not designed to do live stuff. If I was to be doing live stuff on a regular basis, I should really focus on a Twitch account. But I set my stuff up to be viewed later. And we averaged 60 to 70 people in there for the entire 6 hours, which was a phenomenally 400, 500% better than we expected number. No one expected that. And the viewership afterwards has been spectacular. The epically long time of the video, it's 6 hours. I got guys telling me they're listening to it on during the week like a podcast. So the thing that I took out of that was, one, I need to be better about repeating questions so that people can listen to it like a podcast and not have to see the screen and see what the question was. That was my first time doing a big live event like that. I've been live on a lot of shows, so it was one of those things where I had experience, but I'm usually the guest. And it was the first time hosting it, and I learned stuff. I learned a lot of things. So there's practices that I need to put in place, and there's practices that I will take from that I will teach the next guy that's going to do what I do, because we are trying to find other people to vlog and do these things instead of me. So as I learn these lessons, we'll write them down, we'll teach them, and we'll make sure that people understand it. Learn a certain cadence with their voice and a certain habit of repeating a question, because people don't always watch the videos; they listen to them. So we want to make sure that we're in sync with that audience, because it's actually a very big portion of the audience. And I appreciate everything you guys have been doing. I know this is just show and tell of a new thing that they introduced today, but we got to touch on the topic so that we are relevant and bring some of the other stuff in. And like I said, if you're spending money, the advice here is, if you're spending money, spend it in Library of War still. Don't go chasing down this hole here. That 10,000 gold isn't worth it. The $200 you'll get your gold out of the other things. You got Path of Fortune going on anyway, so combine the Path of Fortune with Library of War stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.